Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something super fun. Everyone's favourite. It is back, Beat on a Budget. For those of you who don't know, Beat on a Budget is when I do full beats on a budget. Quite glam, quite soft glam, but quite glam, quite beat, quite, you know, the usual kind of situation here. So if you guys are new here, I would love it if you hit subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. If you haven't done that already, then today is the day. But yeah, without further ado, let's get Beat on a Budget. You know he means business when the hairband is on. My hair is so long, I cannot wait until I can get it cut. Mark has been doing a killer job at keeping my back and sides faded, but the top, wow, so long. I could probably do a top knot, but we're not going to be doing that. You guys might not know if you haven't watched it, but I recently laminated my own brows. It's been about I want to say 10 days since I last done it. They're still going strong. You need to brush them up. They kind of go everywhere. I think it's more of a kind of straightening process than a fixing process, so you have to be kind of careful making sure that they are brushed in place, otherwise they can look a hot mess. So the first thing I'm going to use, it's not Drugstore, but it is super affordable. Yeah, super affordable brow product. It is really viral online actually. It's the Pink Honey honey glue. So I've got the super hold and I've got the strawberry sherbet texture hold. So I'm going to try this one today. So this product, I don't know if you guys have seen, they're super viral. Everyone goes nuts with them. It's little kind of jars. Inside you've got a little hole and it's kind of like a brow gel that holds it in place. I have seen people say that you should do this before you do anything else, which is really strange for me because I was doing my foundation first, but hey ho, we'll give it a try. I actually was going to do a dedicated video, but I've done so many dedicated brow videos and I think you guys are bored of them. So it says to use water, but I can't be bothered going and getting water, so I'm going to just use a setting spray. This stuff smells so good. So I'm just going to spray the little spoolie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't feel very wet. I don't know if I've used enough spray or whatever. It smells nice. It's only like £8, so it is really affordable and it's quite a big tub, so I imagine it would last you a long time. So I'm going to go in and prime because, well, they say not to prime is a crime, but I don't know how much I believe that. But I have picked up the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Inside it is like it's like a kind of, it looks white almost and it looks kind of wet. So I don't know how much to use. I just took a little bit in the back of my hand, my finger, so like that much, 2 dots. I'm going to pop this on because I want to try a really kind of glowy base today and then do, I think, maybe like a super matte, like bronzy eye. That's kind of my idea, but we'll see because, you know, I can get carried away with myself and I did buy some new glittery products. I always love to watch Make Me Up Missa on YouTube and she loves this stuff, so I thought let's give it a try, but I don't know what, if anything, it's going to do. I'm not sure. I feel like I have been fake tanning my face, but I feel like it's kind of taking my tan off. I really do like e.l.f. products. I think that e.l.f. do a really good range. I love, there's not really anything from e.l.f. that I've tried that I don't love, so this hopefully will fall into the same category. Yeah, I'm not seeing a huge difference, but I'm guessing that, well, it does look kind of glowy, I suppose, and I'm guessing that when I put my foundation on top, that's when we're going to see a difference. So really I should have tried a foundation that I already used, but we're not doing that today, nah. I've got a new foundation to try. So I picked up the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. It is a full coverage, lightweight protective makeup with SPF 50. This has got a little squeezy tube. I've opened it to swatch already, but I think that's cool because you could do the whole, well, you can do the whole kind of drip thing. I'm not sure how much to put on because it does say full coverage, but it's really lightweight, so I've just kind of drizzled a little bit on and I'm going to blend it out with a brush. So I'll use my favourite foundation brush, which is of course the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH12. I love this brush for foundation, and we'll blend it out and see what happens. Because if you're going to tell me something's full coverage, honey, it needs to be full. So colour wise, it is a little bit lighter than my tan. A lot lighter than my tan. But we're not going to hold that against her because I can bronze her up. And this is the thing with the whole, this is why I just can't wait for things to get back to normal. We can go into shops and get help because we can get help with our colour matched up. Okay, so it is actually drying down to quite a nice colour, and I think this would be a nice colour for me when I'm not as super tanned as what I am right now. Finish wise, yeah, it looks really nice. I feel like it's not It's not super like full coverage, but it's a really nice finish. It like makes my skin look really kind of flawless, I think. Definitely think I'd maybe get a darker colour for when I've got tan on though, or this would be nice for when I'm a little bit paler. Interesting. So let's go ahead next and get some concealer on. I have not got a new concealer to try, so I will take one out of my drugstore drawer. So I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. I got this actually recently in a darker shade. I got light peach because I wanted something that wasn't super bright and yellow. So we'll try that out. This is a concealer that I think is so nice. So we'll go in with this because I actually do really love the formula of this concealer. This one is still really light compared to what I should probably be using, but it's darker than what I have, so it is really light still, probably lighter than what I should have done, but once we do our like base and stuff, it'll probably even out, I'm sure. So I'm just going to go over the edges with my foundation brush, just with no extra product, and just really kind of blend that into the skin. Because I think if I do that, it will just kind of make everything look a lot more seamless and a lot more well blended, and that's kind of what we're looking for today. Super hot skin. You guys know that before I do my powder, my bronzer and stuff, I always like to highlight first while the foundation's still kind of wet. And I didn't have a new drugstore highlighter. I was actually going to go in with like the Leary Revolution palette. And then, again, hashtag Missa made me do it. I was watching a video where Make Me Up Missa ordered a dupe highlighter from Amazon. Obviously very clearly inspired by the ABH Resi palette. But it was like, it was not even £10, put it that way. So I obviously had to buy it because that's a really good highlighter. And so Hollywood's a favourite highlighter and she's really liked this, so I'm going to use this. So this is the Hojo Brilliance highlighter. I'll use my ABH brush though, and we're going to just take that up the cheeks. Nothing too intense at first. Well, I say that, but this highlighter seems super intense. Can you see that on camera? And I normally just like to highlight before I do any setting powders or anything, just so that it kind of sets this area of the face with highlighter, rather than setting this area of the face with a matte powder and then trying to make the highlight on top of it look popping. It just is less work. I do actually have other highlighters that I want to use as well. I got some new bits from the new XX Revolution range that's come out, but one of the things came broken, so I'm just waiting for a replacement one to come, and then that video will be up as well. I'm going to contour my nose, and for that I'm going in with my, I think it's in the big one, yeah, in this big Rachel Leary Revolution palette, the Ultimate Goddess, which I'm probably going to be using for my eyes as well. But I'm going to take the shade Bronze, which is the really pale bronzer, because she said that's a really good nose contour colour, and we're going to use that to snatch this nose. Is anyone else just feeling super out of practice for like doing their own makeup, or just me? Because I just feel like recently I've been feeling just really like I don't know how to do my makeup anymore. I've lost the ability, the skill. My face is obviously rapidly expanded from all the lockdown snacks, like something's going on. So we're going to just feather away the edges of that mirror just so that there's not too much of a line, and then we're going to go in and do my favourite thing, which is of course to bake. So I've got two powders to use. I've got the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I've got the Revolution, I Heart Revolution Peach Scented Setting Powder, which I've been dying to try for so long, so I think the peach one is going to be getting used today. So it comes, it's a big tub, really much bigger than I thought, and it's got a powder puff as well, which I'm not going to use, but it comes with it. So we're going to just tap some out onto the lid. Oh, it smells kind of peachy, not too peachy though. I've seen a few people go on about this, so I really wanted to try it, because you know I love a good baking powder. And then I'm going to use a damp Real Techniques powder sponge, and we're going to go ahead and bake. I know for a lot of people like baking's like kind of old fashioned and a bit heavy, but I still really like it, so I'm just going to keep to it. So we're just making sure that we've really got that nose nice and snatched. I know some of you were looking at me when I was contouring my nose with that bronzer going, what is he doing? Trust the process. This is not even the lightest colour of powder they do. This is like the third lightest one, and it's still super light. When am I going to learn to not film wearing black, because powder goes everywhere and ruins my jumpers, and by the end of the video it's just a hot mess. Right, so while the bake starts, I'm going to quickly do some bronzing, and then I can do my contour bake here as well. Again, I don't have new bronzers, and I don't really want to start buying extra stuff. Just like, I really just don't want to get into the habit of just buying stuff just to use in videos when I've got so much makeup to use already, and the whole point of Beat on a Budget is that we are Beat on a budget. So I'm going to go in with this Rachel Leary palette again. She has two palettes, so she's got the big one, which is the Ultimate Goddess, and she's got the smaller one, which is Goddess on the Go. So I think I'll use bronze first to kind of bronze up my face, and then a little bit of the darker one, Indulge, to contour with. So we're going to just start off by using bronze, which is kind of not a super warm bronzer. It's very neutral, which isn't always my kind of bronzer. I like a kind of warm bronzer, but we'll try it. The formula is really nice. I think it's the palette that I always forget to use just because of how big it is. Like, I always put my bigger palettes out the way, and then I tend to reach more for single things, but I should probably use it more. Oh no, I was going to use liquid blushers today. Can I put liquid blusher on top of this? It's been powdered. We're going to have to try. Right, so we'll take out the shade Indulge first. We're going to just bronze up the cheeks. I'm just going to continue to build this up, but I need to remember not to go too dark because I'm going to put contour on top of it, so I don't want this to be too dark of a overall bronze, because then when I add my contour it will get 0 to 100 super orange real quick, and we don't want that. Okay, and then we're going to switch over to contour, and I'm going to take my little favourite Morphe one that the numbers came off of, R14. It's like a round contour brush, and we're going to dip into the shade Indulge, which is a darker bronzer. There's also a shimmery bronzer, so you know we're going to use that too, right? Like, I always like to contour kind of on my cheekbone rather than underneath, because then it lifts my cheekbones, but if you want to be technical about it, it should be kind of underneath. But like I always say, makeup rules are made to be broken. It always looks nice in the end, and that's the most important part. Make sure not to forget the ears. Now, you know what, I always like to take my contour just right in this area here, because it makes my highlight pop more, so just kind of through the temples. It's just like an extension of your contour, and I really like it. So, what has everyone been up to? Has anyone been watching the new season of Drag Race All Stars? Because I am living for it. Also, what did we think of the winner of Drag Race? Discuss in the comments. I'm not going to say who, because we don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, who live under a rock clearly, but I think the right gal win, just saying. Right, so let's start cleaning away this bake. Okay. Under eyes looking flawless. Guys, this powder looks incredible. I really like that. I'm going to obviously take my little brush and go over the edges where my highlighter stops, just so that it doesn't stop abruptly, because we don't want that. I can't get the word out today. Bear with me. And then we're going to do a little bit of shimmery bronzer, because it wouldn't be me without a bit of shimmery bronze. So we'll take the shade Bronze Glow, which is a nice kind of shimmery bronzer. If it's as good as my Revolution Bronzer Reloaded Long Weekend remains to be seen, because you know that's my favourite. And we'll just go over that between the bronzer and the highlighter just to kind of blend. Oh! She's very golden. Like, much more golden than bronze, I would say. Oh, I really like that shimmery bronzer. I need to use that more. This palette needs to live outside more. But I always like to go over my shimmery bronzer with my matte one, just to tone it all down and make sure nothing's too over the top. Right, so I meant to use these way earlier on and I totally forgot because I got really into my routine. But I picked up these from MUA. So these are the MUA Blushed Cream, Liquid Cream Blusher. So they're little, very, very, very Glossier inspired, I would say. So these were £2.50 each, and when I bought them, Superdrug was on buy one get one free, so I literally got like 2 for £2.50. Unreal, right? So I got Taupe Tango, I got Misty Rose, I got Watermelon, I got Tiger Lily, and I got Peach Puff. So I seen somewhere on Instagram, I don't know where it was, someone said that if you mix the taupe in with any of them, it makes it really nice and like deep. So we might do that, because I think it looks quite bronzy, so I think if I go in with a super strong blush, it's going to be too much and throw the whole look off. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Taupe Tango. Oh, she's runny. So they're like a kind of liquid, really liquidy formula. And then I think I'm going to mix it in, because I think I like, what one did I use the last? I played with these the other day and I really liked them. Tiger Lily, because it's nice and bright. So Tiger Lily is kind of orangey. So let's mix the two of them. I should have done it on a plate, but I wasn't being thankful. Why did I put them in the back of my hand? I hate putting makeup on my hand. Right, so they're both super different colours. One's really brown, one is really peach. So if we mix these, it can give us a nice kind of deep peach colour, which is kind of what I like in a blusher. That colour is so nice. So we've got a nice kind of deep coral. And then let's go in and apply it. So I'm going to be using for that a Jaclyn Hill brush again, the JH08, little kind of dense packer brush, and we're going to just put that where we put blush. I played with these the last time and I put them on top of just like bare foundation, which meant I could kind of beauty blend them out, which I can't do now obviously. However, I have the faith that I can make this work. Or can I? Because I don't ever wear liquid blush. So I'm going to just take it over my nose, kind of clown like I know, but we're going to, it'll tone down I hope. And then up the cheeks. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I should have done this when I was doing the liquids. The formula is lovely though. The formula of these is beautiful. A beauty blender might help. Because it'll kind of take away anything too much and push it into the skin. What I think I should do is really soak my face in like a setting spray so that it will all melt together and then I can work it back from there. So I'll just grab one of these Primark ones that I picked up a while ago. Who is excited for Primark to reopen again? And we're going to just soak our face. Because that will hopefully melt everything together a little bit more. Really wish I'd done this blush before I did my powders, but I forgot. Sue me. Those blushers, the formula is gorgeous. Do not hold up the fact that I did it in the wrong order. I'll use them again in another video and we'll do it the right way, I promise. But I like the colour. I like the colour in the cheeks. I'll take my favourite blush brush, the Jaclyn Hill JH06, the best blusher brush ever. And we'll go back into our little Rachel Leary palette. This palette, people sleep on it. Like, who is not wanting a palette that has your eyes and your face in one? I think this is genius. And we'll take a little bit of the matte blusher, Rosé. Yeah, and we'll just put that on top. I love this brush because it just does all the work for you. Right, the next product is not Drugstore, but it is the saviour for days like this. Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Powder, aka the magic eraser for your makeup. So it's a translucent setting powder, it's got no colour to it. So if I just go over the edges with this, everything will look super blended. See, it just helps everything look super blended and flawless. And then to finish off the complexion portion of today's Beauty on a Budget, which I know is so long already, sorry. I'm going to take a little bit more of that highlighter and we're going to just take it on our nose. This highlighter, guys, it's like a fiver. It's like £5–6. I think it might actually be less. So we're going to just leave our skin here and we're going to go back to our brows now. So the Pink Honey has held my brows really nicely. I've got the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I got two colours, which are deep brown and neutral brown. These pencils I've seen a lot of hype for online, especially from like kind of more American YouTubers. Really wanted to try them again. They were super affordable and they were buy one get one free. So we're going to try this. But before that, I'm going to actually carve my brows first, because I've been watching a lot of tutorials like George does this, and I think it's genius is to carve your brows before you do product to shape them. So I'm going to use a MAC 195 brush. I really like this, and I want to use my little P. Louise one, it's too small. And I'm going to take a concealer to carve my brows out. I'm going to use my e.l.f. concealer again, just so that we can stick to Drugstore theme. I'm not going to cheat and use my P. Louise base, the blank canvas, what I really want to use, but I'll use that. I'll do another video of this kind of glam again, and we're going to just carve our brows out. So yep, so we're just going to carve them out, make sure the tail is not, and you want the So the most important thing is that the arch looks super light, the rest doesn't need to be as light a concealer, you could use a darker one. And it just starts to build the shape of your brow for you really easily. You guys will see how doing that just really starts shaping the brow for you, so that when you go in with product, it's going to take a lot less work to get a really carved out shape. Okay, so next we're going to go in with the e.l.f. brow pencils. These are the e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencils, and like I said, I've got the shade deep brown and neutral brown. So we're going to start off with neutral brown first. I've done one brow already to play with it, and I will tell you my thoughts as we go. So you've got a spoolie in one end, and I feel like I always, when I take that off, I always take the spoolie end off first, even when it's like one that's double enclosed. Don't know why. It's kind of like a waxy crayon, which really isn't what I was expecting. It's not usually what I go for in a brow pencil, but like I said, we're going to make it work because it's all about the first impressions today. So using that concealer, it gives you a guide of where you want to kind of draw above. I'm not doing right away like a huge kind of strength line. It's more just about kind of filling in any sparse areas and almost using the waxiness to our advantage to kind of push the brows up. This is not what I was expecting from this brow pencil. It is kind of waxy. Like, it's okay, it's giving me shape, it's making them look nice, but is it giving me that ooh-ah-ah sensation? The jury is still out. Right, so I'm leaving the brows like this. Not loving them, not gonna lie. But I think the brow pencil's just a little bit too waxy. It might not be working with the Pink Honey, I don't know. But we're gonna leave it there and move on to eyes. So for eyes, I want something super quick because we've been sitting filming for so long. So I'll just prime my eyes a little bit more of that e.l.f. concealer. You guys know I don't like to use concealer as eye primer, it's not my thing. But for the purpose of today, we'll make it work. I also don't like using as light an eye base as this. I like it to be a little bit darker generally. But again, we'll make it work. So I'm going to go in with that Ultimate Goddess palette again. I'm going to just work my way through the colours and we're going to do a classic Allan Brown Smoke. So we're going back in. First of all, we'll take some more of that shade Bronze that I used to contour my nose with, which is a bronzer, and I'm going to just bring that through the front of my brows just as an extension of the nose contour. So we're going to take a really big brush. This is the Makeup Forever 140 wavy brush. Big, huge brush, it's actually for highlighter, but we're going to just take some more of the colour Bronze, which is our transition shade. Even though it's a bronzer, I'm going to just use it because it will help the eyes and the face all kind of match together. And we're going to just push that through the crease. Mainly here, in this kind of centre area. You see, just like right like that. And it's not overly strong in colour. On the same brush, I'm going to take the shade Fantastic, which is a slightly lighter colour, and we're going to take that and kind of use that through the crease. This is a nice kind of peachy colour, and it'll give us a really nice kind of transition. And just really work it as a extension of your contour. Because we've done bronzer, it's done a bit of work for us, but this just helps it all look really blended. Okay, so I'm going to darken it up a little bit. So I'm going to actually swap over to the smaller palette and use this colour here, Straight Fire, which is a little bit of a darker brown. Intensify the outer corner. Most of the shadow is going to be kind of concentrated on the outer corner for this look, and I'm going to keep the inner eye quite nude. We're going to take the shade Passion Fruit Martini, which is a nice peach, but a peach, nude peach, and we're going to just swipe that over the lid just to bring it back to life. And then I think just to keep the lid looking super bright, we'll take the shade Pina Colada and just pop that right in the insides. I just wanted to do something really simple and kind of nudie, just nothing too over the top for just sitting about the house. Okay, liners. So I'm going to use a little bit of eyeliner now, and I'm going to go back in with my favourite thing. This is like the best makeup purchase I have made this year. The Colourpop Outside the Liner set. And I'm going to take the brown, Call Me. I'm going to just use that to line my lower lip. We'll just take a little angled brush and we'll take a little bit of the colour 70%, which is the darkest brown. And we'll just use that to line the top lash line. Just between each lash, we're not going in too heavy. Just enough so that we put our lashes on as a little bit of base. Yeah, just a touch of the brown, just to kind of finish off the top of the eye. And then I think I'll just take the brown liner, and I'm going to just take that in my waterline, which you guys know I love to do in camera. So all I'm going to do now to finish off the eyes is put on some Drugstore mascara. This is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. Love, love, love. And some Primark lashes. These are the 3D Iconic lashes from Primark. I'll be right back. These Primark lashes, I really, really like them, but I always like them better after the third or fourth wear because I feel they're a bit more broken in, and right now they're a little bit too fresh for my liking. Making sure that my under eye still look popping. That Revolution powder I think is the secret star of the show. I love how fresh my centre point of my face looks. So lips, lips, lips. What did I get for lip? I literally bought two of the same Maybelline lipstick. One is Baddest Beige and one is Beige Babe. One is Shine and one is Matte. I think I'm going to go with the Shine today. Baddest Beige, because I've done quite a matte skin and eye. Matte skin? I wouldn't call this skin matte, Allan. So lip liner, I'm going to be taking the Primark lip liner in the shade Toffee. This liner I really like. because it's super nude. It's just a perfect liner if you're doing like a nude lip, you want a darker liner. So we're just lining our lips with the Primark Toffee lip pencil, and then we're going to take the Maybelline Shine Brilliance lipstick in the shade Baddest Beige. Oh, she's an angle. The Maybelline lipsticks have got a very distinctive smell. I remember this when I bought the Gigi Hadid collection. Oh, that lip is a lovely nude. That lip is a lovely, lovely nude. I really, really like that. Okay, final thoughts. Okay, so that is us. The look is done. Overall, is this my favourite look I've ever done for YouTube or in general? No. But do I like it? It'll do. So, products that I loved. Right, okay, so products that I loved today. These Revolution Rachel Leary palettes, great. Loved them for the skin especially. Definitely going to be using them more. I also loved, now that it's finished, I really like how the foundation sits in my skin. Feels really nice, feels really lightweight. Maybelline Dream Urban cover. Win, win, win. This highlighter from Amazon. Loved. The I Heart Revolution Peach Setting Powder was a winner. Can definitely rival some high-end powders in my opinion. I really liked these little MUA liquid blush things. I just wish I'd remembered to put them on before I did on my powder, but I'm definitely going to use them again, and I actually quite like the overall finish of having a strong blush moment. So yeah, overall I actually really liked it. There's some things that I wasn't a big fan of, like were these my favourite brow pencils in the world? No. But did my brows look nice? Yes. I really like this pink honey stuff. I want to play with it some more. I think I needed to get a little bit wetter, but I really liked it. I'm furious because I forgot that I picked up these little glitters from ELF that I really wanted to use. I could have done a bit of gold or something, but my lashes were on, it was far too late. So we'll use them again, don't you worry. So yeah, I think overall, successful look. Nice, soft, glam look. Is it groundbreaking? No, but it was beat on our budget. It was affordable makeup, the finish looks nice, so we can't really complain, can we? What do you guys think? Do you like this look? I know that I've been doing a lot more colourful looks, but I wanted to take it back to the kind of brown looks that I like. This lipstick, I'll keep looking at it in the screen, but I really like this Maybelline lipstick. I think my lips look super juicy with it on, so this might become a new favourite. If you guys aren't already subscribed to me, then please make sure today is the day that you hit that button. Ring the bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. I promise the next time I will not be speaking as fast. I'm fully aware that I have been at 10 million miles an hour today when speaking, but it's been one of those days where I just can't help it. If you're not already following me on Instagram and Twitter, then make sure today that you do. We can become best friends. Also TikTok too, but how often I use that is kind of like inconsistent. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you like. Comment below if you're going to be picking up any of these drugstore finds that I've done today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Let me know what you want to see me film next. Let me know, and I will speak to you later. Bye.